Check this out. This is on Bob Myers, and I thought this was significant because earlier in the year, when the Bob Myers question was posed to Steve Kerr, he stated he'd be devastated if Bob left. Now, this isn't going to say that he's not devastated, but it certainly was a different answer. Take a listen.
Bob is such an important part of our organization, not only as one of the faces of the organization out there in the NBA world, meeting with other executives and agents and, representing us in that regard, but also with his relationships with our players. He's got such credibility with our guys. There's so much history there, the continuity that exists between, Bob and the older players means that he can have those difficult conversations and sometimes even during games, which is pretty rare, but something that has been a huge help for me. Bob and I have a great friendship, a great working relationship, and I absolutely hope he comes back. But it's also a case where I want what's best for Bob, and if he decides that he's going to leave, of course, I'm going to support him 100%, and we will remain friends for a long time. And I would miss him, but I support him regardless of what he does.
The more I listen to, the more I believe that it is north of 50% chance that Bob Myers is not back next year. It feels like Steve is greasing the wheels for the possibility. I'm sure Steve knows a lot more about this than he's going to let on at this time. But for him to say, of course, I want him back, but the second he said that,
right.
I was like, oh, boy. And
do you think Bob's decided? Or do you think that he, honest, because according to his comments on Steiny and Guru, I think it was last week in the GM show, it seemed like the ball was in his court, yet it also seemed like he hadn't fully decided yet. Not that I'm saying Bob's a liar, but
right.
What do you think in terms of, has Bob decided yet, or is he still mulling it over?
I just think that I don't know if a firm decision has been made, but obviously this is not something where Bob suddenly woke up today and went, so I should probably decide soon.
Right.
Let me sit down and make one of those little pros and cons lists. This is something that he's been thinking about all year. It's why he didn't sign a contract. There's got to be a reason for that. Does he know? No? I don't know if he's 100%, but I think it would be crazy for us to think that there's not some sort of a strategy and a lean that's going on right now. There has to be that. I'm sure he's thinking about it all the time. And so that's why I just think with every passing day, it's more likely that Bob is not back, because why would it have gotten to this point? Now, if he truly was like, look, I don't want to even think about this until I can clear my head, and I don't want it clouded by what's going on in the middle of the season. So let's wait until it's done. Then I'm going to step back and really look at it from 10,000 feet.
Darkness retreat.
Right, yeah. Get a little,
ayahuasca.
Get some ayahuasca, call Aaron, and see what's going on in New York, right? I think that's possible, where he's like, but if that's what he's doing, I don't think it's to make a decision. I think it's to confirm what he's already thinking.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah. And
that's what I think's likely.
Well, and thinking about it in those terms, if he was 100% sold out to keep doing this as long as possible, he probably would have signed a contract a long time ago. If he was 100% sure that he wanted to do this. If he was unsure in any way, shape, or form, if he was 50-50 going into the year or whatever he was feeling, you let the year play out, you get to the end of the year, and then you decide. And, if you have the year end the way it ended, and this was a very stressful year, and I think back to the beginning of the year when you and I sat across the table from Bob Myers in a suite at Chase Center, and he said, my advice to fans is to enjoy this year. Don't worry about the future. Enjoy this year. And, well, we enjoyed this year. Now, I would have liked to have enjoyed it more, but 44-38, a great 7-game win over the Kings, a disappointing end against the Lakers, everything that took place, it was a lot for Bob Myers, from the punch all the way through to the loss. And so now he sits and reflects, and I wonder if this year in totality is the kind of year that would make him think, I'm going to step away now. This year was more than I want to sign on for.
Or did he look at Steph Curry play better this year than he did last year and go, oof, I'm not leaving that yet.
Right.
That's possible too. So I just think you got to, it's a wait until you got all the info.
Yeah.
And then confirm what's in your heart and you want to do and make sure it's the right decision.
I'm sorry, Mark, but maybe the Draymond statement of, I want to end what I started here, maybe that sways Bob to think, well, geez, if Draymond's back for 3 more, if I can get Joe to sign Draymond for 3, we'll get Clay 2 more, Steph's got 3 more, Andrew's got 3 plus a player option, Jordan Poole's got 4, maybe I can get Steve to stick, maybe we can do this for 3 more years, maybe the Draymond Green, and Steve just referenced it saying, Bob even has the ability to talk to players during the game, which is rare. Maybe the Draymond I want to stay makes Bob want to stay too.
Yeah, but there's still this financial component sitting there, which is, everybody's going to stay. And it's like, is Joe going to sign up for that? Because he's pretty much said that he wouldn't. But we're all sitting here believing that he will. That's what like. My concern is there's something large that could happen this offseason that none of you like. Like somebody just being given away. Just give them away.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be one of the big 3.
No.
Joe would be driven out of town.
Somebody who makes a lot of money. Somebody who makes a lot of money.
Well, that would be Wiggins or Poole.
Or if Draymond does opt out and they're like, we can't come to an agreement. We offered him a contract. He doesn't want it because it's not enough.
Right.
Someone else is offering more. That's possible.
I just real quick, and I know we want to go to the phones, but I don't think Draymond can leave without making it so that the organization at least gets something back. If Draymond doesn't want to stay, they've got to find a way to sign and trade it, because otherwise KD, his departure would be better than Draymond's departure.
Yeah, but that's, I
don't think that Draymond wants that on his legacy.
Right, but I mean, at that point, if you transitive property here. If Draymond leaves, if you don't think you're a championship team and he's irreplaceable, well, then why would you want something back that matches the money that knocks you up over to $450 million if you don't think you can win? If I'm Joe, I'm like, save the money. We're not a championship team. Let's start retooling.
Oh. Hey, Steph, this is Joe.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Draymond opted out. Oh, no. We're not going to be able to replace him. Yeah. Patrick Baldwin Jr. is coming to your house for a shoot around. And Ryan Rollins' foot's getting better.
Right.
You're going to love it.
That's right. Yeah.
Good luck selling that one.
Yeah. We think Jordan's going to be a better defender next year.
He's going to be the new Draymond.
So he'll play the Draymond role.
Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
Jordan Poole's our power forward.
Man.
Now you know why. Now you know why they're like, we'd like to talk to Draymond about an extension.
Yeah.
That is one of the messages I certainly have today. Sure, a lot of you are frustrated with Draymond. Yes, he punched Jordan Poole, and it might have ruined the season. Yes, he has an opt-out. Yes, he's got some power here. Yes, you could make the case that it's time to get younger. Those are all true.
Yes, the only time he really closely guarded LeBron was in the post-game handshake line.
Oh, okay. But here's also the bottom line. Irreplaceable. Totally and completely irreplaceable.
Unless you don't want to try and win championships.
Well,
anymore.
yeah, what are we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing here?
That's where you go to Steph. It's like, yeah, Steph, we've decided to not offer Draymond an extension, and he's leaving. And, we're going to hope for the play-in game next year. You're going to love it.
This is the whole Draymond Green story. He classically, every year, looks at his employer and goes, can't live with me, huh? Can't live without me.
Am I right?
Huh? Pay me.
Totally.
And the boss is sitting there going, he's right. He's right. You want to know why the Warriors feel sometimes like they're scared of Draymond? They kind of are. He has built this persona, this loud noise, and this ability on the court and off in leadership roles. He's built this cocoon where you're like, we can't get to him. He's going to do it his way, and if we want to stamp that out with a big foot, it's going to explode in our faces, and it's like Star Wars. You kill him, you become more powerful
Yeah.
than you ever could have imagined. All of that is true with Draymond.